I am a member of the Collective Bias Social Fabric community. This shop has been compensated as a part of a social shopper insight study for Collective Bias and their client. Okay, so there are a lot of foods on the grocery store shelves that really piss me off. High up on that list, protein bars. I cannot stand protein bars. I hate when people are like, oh, I have no time, let me just grab a protein bar and go. They're so not healthy. They are glorified candy bars, I swear. That's why they taste so good, because they're full of sugar, they're full of crappy dairy, they're full of crappy soy. It's just so absurdly annoying to me that people think that protein bars are so good for them when they're on the go, or in general. They're not. They're full of ingredients you do not know how to pronounce, and as I said earlier, they're full of sugar. And sugar might initially give you a spike of energy, but guess what? That spike of energy is soon gonna go like this, and you're gonna crash and you're gonna feel like crap. Sorry to yell at you, but seriously, I'm just so angry with the fact that people think that protein bars like this right here, this is my worst enemy. I hate this thing, I hate it. Get out of here. Are actually healthy for them. So what I plan to do today is make healthier protein bars that are dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, soy-free, nut-free, fruit-free, egg-free, everything free pretty much. However, they're gonna be chock full of protein. Protein for the muscles, what? Let's hit the bar? Haha, yeah, let's hit the bar. Now let me be upfront about these protein bars first of all, because they're not gonna be your average one flavored bar. In fact, I plan on making a Neapolitan protein bar. I'm going to make the chocolate layer of the Neapolitan. So I'm gonna grab a bowl. Gosh, this smells so good. I love this stuff. So you're gonna need 1/4 a cup of the protein powder. If you don't have any measuring spoons, you can always use the little scoop in the protein powder container. I would recommend doing about 1.25 scoops. Now we need one of my favorite baking ingredients, coconut flour. And we need about 1/4 a cup of this as well. We're doing a 1-to-1 ratio here. In order to sweeten this deal a little bit, you're gonna need some erythritol. 2 tablespoons of this will suffice. Now you're probably wondering how I bind all of these ingredients together, since I'm not gonna be using eggs and I'm not gonna be using dairy. Well, good old water seems to do the trick. However, you have to add little bits to the mix because you don't want it to get too sticky, or else this whole recipe is not gonna work. I'm gonna take my 1/4 scoop and I'm gonna slowly pour it in there and mix this concoction together and see what the consistency is like. Coconut flour really absorbs water, so 1/4 may not be enough. From the looks of it, as you can see, we're going to need a little bit more water. All right, another 1/4 cup needs to go into the bowl here. While this doesn't look like much of anything, this is actually a great consistency right now because it's going to be able to form into the protein bar layer that I want for the Neapolitan. I used 1/2 cup of water in this bowl. Now what I have to do is make the vanilla layer and the strawberry layer, and then I can show you how to put it all together. It's that simple. 3 ingredients. Really doesn't get that much better, right? Okay, I have my 3 layers here. I've got my vanilla, I've got my chocolate, and I've got my strawberry. Now I need to construct this protein bar to look like a Neapolitan. Now, if you have 0 patience or really hate being in the kitchen, simply eating this or eating the vanilla, forming it into little balls or whatever you want is just as good as making this protein bar, but I really just want to put it all together. And you know, I need to take a pretty photo, right? So if you do have patience, I highly recommend you grab some parchment paper to lay out on your countertop. That way you can press the protein powder onto it and cut out squares and then lay all the flavors on top of each other and make this delicious on the go. I want to say treat because it is really tasty, but can I call it a healthy treat? Healthy on the go bar? Bar none, the best bar ever? Ha ha ha, how about that? Just gonna grab some with my hand, but as you can see, it sticks together really well. And you didn't even need any binding ingredients. What? You know, you can't see this. Wish someone was helping me film, but nope, I film by myself, so I will lift this up and show you in a second. Here's my vanilla layer. I grabbed my chocolate layer. So far, this is what I have here. Finally, we need to do the strawberry layer. This is like surgery. You have to be very careful. Although in surgery, you don't eat what you're operating on. Who would have thought I could do it? Do you see that? That's pretty freaking cool. This bar right here is a health wizard. It is dairy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, soy-free, nut-free, egg-free, fruit-free, trans fatty acid-free. It's just completely amazing, full of protein, full of fiber, and absolutely delicious. It's taking all of my energy not to eat it right now. But now you're probably wondering, okay, great, you made this bar, but how do I take it on the go with me? Well, I found some really cool things at the store that will definitely help you out. I found these medium rectangle press and seal Ziploc containers, which, hello perfection in terms of sizing, duh. Or if you want a little bit more room in your purse or your bag or wherever you're throwing these bars, I found these Ziploc snack bags that have easy open tabs. You can easily open it up and shove this bad boy in your mouth. I mean, that's what I would do. So I'll show you. I'll show you how freaking cool this is. See, you can just put it in right like that and press on and it is sealed. Not going anywhere, just in your mouth when you open up this container. And into the bag it goes, and soon enough, you'll be enjoying it when you are on the go. This recipe and these little baggies and press and seal containers are so good for, I don't know, back to school snacks. How about when you go to the office every day and you're sitting there and it's 3 p.m. and you're like, I am so hungry right now and the vending machine sounds so good, but I know it's so unhealthy. Well, whip these bad boys out of your purse or out of your bag or out of your pocket and you're gonna be perfectly fine. In fact, I'm gonna give it a go right now because this girl is hungry and I'm gonna rip off a little piece as I did here. Oh man, it totally struck gold. Totally struck gold. I hope all of you are as excited to make this recipe as I am to eat it right now. One tip I have for you though is once you make your Neapolitan protein bars, I would stick them in the freezer for at least an hour so they solidify together and then take them on the go. So make these in advance and let me tell you, your future self is going to be thanking you. Well, I have to go make more of these protein bars so I can stick them in my freezer for my moments when I'm on the go. But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell me what your guilty pleasure protein bar is in the comments below. Like this video and hopefully you guys make these as soon as possible and enjoy them as much as I do. Bye! Yummy!